a little bit of time and try and make a very nice, neat piece of rope here. First get my bits and pieces. There's one. Okay. As unfortunately, it's going to be a little tricky too because I need to move around quite a bit. But basically what we're doing at the moment is just, you can see this is the nice soft inner bark. Just look at the texture of it. So I'm just going to be cleaning it slightly. There's see that little piece of bark there. Just clean that off. Those are all pieces that will make the rope less strong. Of course, when you bite into this, the tannin, you can taste that tannin. We often mention it, the bitterness from it, just biting into it. Okay, let's start with that end. That piece is all good. Clean a little bit. And you can see the lovely sort of fibrous texture of it. All I'm doing now is just biting it a little bit, and all that does is these fibers are nice and long strands, as you can see. I mean, this is about 2 feet long. By biting it, you're just breaking the fibers a little bit. You're not breaking them, you're more just sort of breaking them up, so they're not all paired with each other like that, so they become a little bit loose, and makes it easier to braid. Already soft. And this one is a bit better. Okay, so now we've got 2 nice long pieces. Clear out. Do is we just tie them together at the top. Warm. It actually leaves quite a nice taste. The bark, that fiber that you're looking at, just chewing on it just now, is sort of a sweetish taste from that tannin, especially if you use one of the acacias we don't get a lot of in this area. Some other places you get what's called a sweet thorn, and they got a very sweet gum. They actually used to export it in the 1800s to Europe for the confectionery trade, which is where the name comes from, sweet thorn. It actually leaves a pleasant taste in your mouth. Okay. Start with the first strand. Because I'm using relatively big pieces here, first I have to just get that original twist going in it. There we go. So just rolling it to get it literally like almost like a spiral twist all the way along the fibers of this rope. I hope this doesn't get too boring for you, but there's a preparation process. I'm going to do the same with the other thing. If anything interesting comes along the warthole, I'm sure you might go back there for a quick glimpse. At the moment, I'm just going to do the same with this other piece. Just chew it a little bit. Start getting the same twist into this strand as well. This is such a nice long one. Now it's important to prepare these ropes nicely. I mean, if I was really making serious rope for maybe building a house or maybe catching animals, this rope would be strong enough that if you made it a little bit of time, you'd be able to catch small animals with it, meaning like a duiker or an impala. So if we were doing this for our survival, you'd obviously take your time. You'd spend maybe 2 hours or so making a nice piece of rope. I'm not going to make a very long one, so it won't take us 2 hours, don't worry. It'll be a bit boring maybe. Preparation is very important, getting these fibers all twisted up correctly now. This is what not only will make your rope neat, but it'll keep it strong, because you're not breaking any of the fibers, you're just twisting them. Also make it durable. If you look after this piece of rope, if you were using it continuously, you'd put a little bit of animal fat in it every few weeks, prevent the fibers from drying out. So you really could make a piece of rope that could last you years from a piece of bark like this. So already these guys want to twist into each other, and that's what we want to do. We want to create tension between the two strands, so that as we now turn them, they twist into each other. Okay, so now we've got two strands here. You can see perfect, both of them been twisted up a bit. Create tension on both of them now, so you turn them both again in the same direction, and then just by letting the top go, so it twists into itself there. So where the tension is stopped, you grab it there, do the same again, you turn both of them. Look when I let go now, so it just turns into itself there. Sorry for my nails being a bit dirty. We've been in and out of all kinds of work situations the last few days. There's not been much time for grooming. If I was an impala, I'd be covered in ticks at the moment. Look around if something else has maybe walked out to the bush yet. I want to just keep doing this a bit. Jan can look around with you for a bit. I'm just going to keep rolling these two and keep twisting them into each other. Take another minute or two. Nothing much to look at, Jan. Some trees and some leaves and some termite mounds.